Hey everybody, this is jokerspice, bring a little spice to your life. Last time we did a couple things in preparation for this next dungeon. We delivered Princess Ruto's letter to King Zora, even though she did not want us to do that. But we did that for her own safety, because if we did not do that, she'd probably get swallowed up and digested by this whale of a creature. So now that we're inside here, you can leave whenever you want to. You just approach his teeth and you'll just leave. And no, that does not mean you need to put fish in here every single time you want to enter. You can just enter by just walking in his mouth. He'll open it for you now. That's all it takes, I guess. But now let's do this dungeon without further ado. Got a couple Octorocks. So these are Octorocks, which I find very interesting because clearly they look, they look like octopus, I guess. I mean, you can't really see its legs because they're inside the flesh of Lord Jabu Jabu, which is a very strange thing to say. But they are like very weird octopus creatures with very sad, frowny faces. One hit will kill them. You can also deflect their shots with your shield. This is a bubble. It's not a bubble. It's a shabom. Shabum? Shaba shaba. If you try to cut it, it'll bounce off your blade. But you still can you can still like kill it though. Here we got the uvula. If we hit it with our slingshot, the door will open and we can head down its esophagus. I don't know if I'd ever want to do that with inside of a giant fish, but that's what we're doing. That's a jellyfish creature called a Beery. If you touch it, you'll be electrocuted. Probably don't want to touch it with our metal sword, so we'll just have to ignore it for now. Trying to use a slingshot on it will also be useless. They're pretty much invulnerable for a while. Alright, let's just keep going. Very, very gross in here. Oh, hey!
You! Who are you? I am Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. What? Are you saying my father asked you to come here to save me? I've never asked anyone to do such a thing. Letter in a bottle? I have no idea what you're talking about. My father is worried about me? I don't care. Anyway, I can't go home right now, and you get out of here, understand?
Sometimes I get confused. Maybe you can say it a different way.
My Google Nest just thought I said its name. I guess it thought I said Google. That's funny.
Oh no!
Oh, well, I guess that's where we're going. Well, that wasn't so bad. Got some Skulltulas in here, though. Ugh.
Are you still hanging around here? I told you to go away. I'm okay. I haven't been going inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly. Oh, I have been going inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly since I was little, but Lord Jabu Jabu is very strange today. There are electrified jellyfish and strange holes around. On top of that, my precious stone was... But, it's none of your business. Anyway, you, go home now, understand?
Bruh, we're not going, because we can't advance the game until we get the next spiritual stone. And the only way we can do that is if you leave with us.
You're that worried about me? Then I'll give you the honor of carrying me. However, I won't leave until I found the thing I'm looking for. You'd better believe me.
So, yeah. You can carry her like a box or a pot or whatever. If you want to drop her, stop moving and you can drop her. You can go through doors with her, but she, true to her word, will not leave at all until she finds the stone she's looking for. So we will do just that. Throw her up here, perfect. We got a new enemy here. Kind of looks like a shark. If you get near it, it comes out and starts floating above the water. It looks like a manatee. It's called a stinger. Reference to a stingray. If you kill it with 2 shots, it will die. As one would imagine when you kill things. Gotta go. Oh, well, maybe I'll kill it with this thing. Oh, that actually worked. Okay, sweet. I'm glad I didn't waste a bomb. I definitely meant to pull out my bow and arrow, sorry, my slingshot. Sorry, we've been seeing so many arrows in the shops that I keep thinking that I have one. Nope, we just have a dinky slingshot though. But going up here, there isn't really anything here. However, if you crack open these pots, we do get a nice fairy. And I do have 2 empty bottles, so no reason why I can't capture this fairy in a bottle. Now Link has 2 fairies! Yay! Alright, cool. Grab this girl, and let's keep moseying on around. Something that I always like doing with Princess Ruto is if you L-target this and throw Ruto, you can activate it without even using one of your seeds. So that's always funny. Oh my god, why is my shield button not working? There we go. If you leave her here, she will stay there. You can go underneath here. Putting Ruto in the water will cause her to like disappear, so you don't want to do that. Come on, there we go. It's like when I try to press other buttons with my shield, it doesn't work. It's very strange. There we go. What does this business group have to sell us? Deku nuts, 5 pieces. That's so boring. No way. Usually business scrubs are not worth it. Oh, I was thinking about Octoroks. Yeah, so Octoroks and Deku scrubs kind of attack in the exact same way. They're pretty much the same enemy. The only difference is that Octoroks are usually in water and Deku scrubs are usually on land. But that distinction doesn't really exist anymore in current games because Deku scrubs are just completely of the past. Instead they use different creatures called Koroks to represent like forest creatures and stuff. Fair enough, but I'll always miss Deku scrubs. With that, we have a floating chunk of Lord Jabu Jabu going up and down. Very strange, but nonetheless, we'll accept it and move on. So, again, we can go back to the front, because we do have Princess Ruto, but she won't leave with us, so we're just going to have to keep doing things. Oh well. Not much, as much as I'd love to go into all these holes, I think I won't do that. Be careful of that thing, that's a big old jellyfish. I always get surprised by it. And here we got all of these lovely locations. Those things are very creepy enemies. These are actually a classic Zelda enemy. Can't tattle them. It's called a tail par Saran. Do they even hurt me? Oh, they do hurt me. Not for much, a lot of damage though. I was just kind of curious because I don't really get hit by those things very often. But the reason why you need Princess Ruto is because if you remember, blue switches, the thing actually moves you around like a conveyor belt. It's very weird actually. But blue switches, even though it looks different, even though it doesn't look like a switch, they still function the same way. If I try to get off of this switch, it will deactivate. But since we have Princess Ruto, she could stand on the switch, and now we can enter this room. This is a tentacle. And as much as I'd love to swing my seed at it, it's not going to do anything. So, I'm just going to have to ignore it for now. Princess Ruto, when you abandon her, usually goes back to the location where you first picked her up. But in this particular scenario, she does not do that. Oh, I should have read her dialogue. Oh well, we'll have plenty of chances to read it. Because this is not the only time that we'll have to do that. We'll have to do it again, because I accidentally went this way instead of the other way. We're supposed to go this way, actually. My bad. So we got a yellow switch here, but just like before, we do need Princess Ruto because this switch, it doesn't look like you can press it down with your weight alone, jokersspice. But because we have Princess Ruto, we're double as heavy, we can go inside this room. So let's do exactly that. Here we have a bunch of those stingers. So I guess we'll start taking out the trash. There we go. Oh. I took out my Deku sticks, but I definitely meant to take out my Deku seeds instead. Trying to attack those things when they're doing their other animation is pretty much useless. Oh, did I take out my fairy? Yeah. Oh, well, that's too bad. I wasted a fairy. Yeah, trying to attack these things when they're hurt will just make the bullet go... Well, it'll just miss the bullet, so no point in that. I like the noises they make. In fact, one thing I always liked about Zelda is just the sound effects all the creatures made. Oh my god. How did that happen? I was definitely pressing right on my stick. There we go. And they're all gone now. And our prize for that is a big old box. What could be inside? We have no idea. It could be the dungeon map. It could be the compass. It could be a brand new item. It's a brand new item! We got a boomerang! Yay! This is like the most important item that we've gotten so far. I mean, bombs are nice, they open stuff, but the boomerang is basically like the slingshot, except it's infinite. And it brings items back to you. So now all those golden sculptulas that we couldn't get because they were too high for us or just in a weird location, now we can get them because we have a boomerang. So that opens up a lot of doors for us. The boomerang is really easy to use. In fact, I'm about to use it right now. You alt-target something, you take out your boomerang with the button, and you just throw it. It always makes like an arc when you throw it when you're alt-targeting something like this. Pretty easy to use. When you, oh, we got another big box to open. When you're using your boomerang, it always will shoot out straight in front of you when you're not alt-targeting. And then once it reaches a certain distance, it'll usually swipe back on the right. Cool. So this is either going to be a dungeon map or a compass. Kind of surprised that we got the dungeon item before we got the compass or the dungeon map, but that's okay. Now we got this. We still don't have the compass though. I'd like to get that. Are we his intestines? Is this Lord Jabu Jabu's intestines? How inconsiderate. How could you leave me behind? If you're a man, act like one. Take responsibility. It's just... Alright, well, I guess I'll just keep picking you up. The red slimy thing is gone. That must be because you cut the red tail. Will that work with the other ones too? Tail. It's definitely like a tentacle, but whatever. If you don't want to hurt yourself, just use your boomerang to cut these guys down. You only got 40 seconds to do that and the door is closed, so definitely want to keep killing them. Only our alternative. It's weird that these things are called enemies, but I don't know. Maybe something bad will happen because Lord Jabu Jabu will get all gassy or something. Oops, there we go. And that's it. And just like I was saying, there we go. We got our final item. The compass. Although I don't imagine there's too many more treasure chests here. I mean, we got all the important ones. Actually, I'm very curious, because... Oh, wow. There's actually no more chests in this dungeon. I guess it does help with, like, navigation, but, like... It's, again, I think it's kind of strange, because you have to get the boomerang in order to go in this room. So, I don't know. I find that kind of strange. Alright, so now that we cut that tail... Oh, that's the wrong way. We can now go this way again. And now we can go through this door. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, yes. Oh, sorry. Not this door. My bad. Wait. Which room am I thinking of? We already went into this room. Oh man, maybe I do need the dungeon after all. Oh, it was the other way. Alright, my bad. I thought we went into both rooms on that other direction. Getting all turned around. I guess I don't know this game as well as I thought I did. Nah, that's a lie. I definitely know this game pretty well. Alright, cool. There we go. That's what I was looking for. These things don't attack unless you attack it first or you get too close. If it's not obvious, you cannot attack this thing if the thin part of the tentacle is not out of the top part. Oh, it is called a parasitic tentacle. It's weird that Navi calls it a tail. But now that it's gone, no item for it, just unlocks a new door. As you can probably imagine, unlocks the final door that we didn't go through. If you go straight, in this like weird three-way fork in the road. There we go. The last room in this general location. Here, though, we got some jellyfish, so let's take those out first. You can take those out with your boomerang. Your slingshot won't do it, but the boomerang definitely does. There we go. Now we can take out this thing take this thing out without worrying about getting damaged by the jellyfish. As you can see, I did it too early, so I didn't do any damage. These things just take 4 hits and boom, that's it. Now we've cleared out all the tentacles. This should mean that there's a new place to go. And right away we could see that that tentacle that was in this room is no longer there. So why don't we just go in here? Alright, so now we can grab... Man, are you kidding me? There we go. Sometimes it's easier to hit an item or hit one of these guys with your slingshot first to kill it, and then use your boomerang, but once the golden skulltula token is out, you can L-target it and it's much easier to grab. And with that, I think we have like 20 or 21 of these now, which means that we can get our next prize at the skulltula house next time we're there. So we have, oh, even better, 23 of them, so awesome. Man, I always forget to do this room, every single time. So there is an extra room here that's totally not required to like go in, but for the sake of completion, might as well go in here and check it out. We got this weird wiggly thing. We got a dungeon item, so if you hit it with the boomerang, you can come in here to get a bunch of money. And a fairy. I guess I could have grabbed that fairy, but that thing is blue when it's stunned. The boomerang can stun a lot of creatures. But when it's red like that and you try to jump on it, it will attack you. So, you can throw Ruto up here and then try to climb up and go back down the hole. But you'll find that that's not going to be very fruitful for you. Whenever you leave a room that Princess Ruto is in that isn't the room over there when you're trying to get the blue switch thing done, you'll find that she's just back here. You just talk to her, she gets mad, grab her again. It's kind of cool. It kind of makes me think of the companion cube from Portal. Just having like a thing, like an object that you have to like bring with you in order to solve puzzles. But here we are. Almost there. There we go. Oh man, that looks pretty important.
That's it. That's what I've been looking for. Throw me up there, onto that platform.
All right, let's just do that.
Princess Ruto got the spiritual stone, but why Princess Ruto?
I mean, that makes sense that she'd have it. Oh, like, why not King Zora? I guess that's a fair question. I find it's a weird translation, though.
Oh my goodness, I finally found my mother's stone. I got very upset when Lord Jabu Jabu swallowed it. While I was feeling him,
Whoa. While I was feeding him. Whoops. He suddenly swallowed me. I was so surprised I dropped it inside. But now that I found it, I don't need to be in here anymore. So, take me home right now. Awesome. I guess we don't need to fight a boss or anything. Let's just go grab her and leave. Oh! Oh, what's this? An octopus! Uh-oh. I've seen this anime and I know where it's going. So this is a big octo. If I were you, I'd grab a stick. Because that's how we deal with bosses. So, as it moves... Oh, it's going... It's very fast. It moves faster than you. But as it moves, it will rotate this thing and cut you up if you're not careful. But what you want to do is you notice that its back has like a split in it. And it's kind of pulsating. When its back is turned to you like that, you can attack it with a stick and it'll die in one hit. Like I'm telling you, sticks are super OP. But something that it'll do as well is that when you stun it, and when it's finished being stunned, it'll spin around in a circle, and you can try to hit it again with your boomerang. But there's like a 50-50 shot that like it'll turn around and stop in a way you don't want it to. So just be wary of that. Alright, we weren't able to get our fairy last time, so I'll grab it this time. And this time I'll put it away, so that we don't accidentally use it. Because, between you and me, that was super annoying last time. Oh, ew, that's kind of sad. Like, Lord Jabu Jabu gets upset when you, like, cut him up. I don't like that. So I'll try to avoid doing that. I don't even really want to be in here disturbing this guy anyways, but this guy is like infested with all kinds of creatures and stuff, so if anything, Lord Jabu Jabu should be pretty happy we're in here, because we're clearing all this stuff out. So just like that other room, I'm just gonna kill this thing before it hurts me. Just hit these things and you'll be able to just go through it really quickly. Believe it or not, we're actually almost done this dungeon. There isn't very much to do. We already got all the items and stuff. I guess we'll go on here. I don't know why though. That part always makes me feel gross. Just trying to imagine like chunks of my flesh sliding up and down my body like that. Really gross. Here, we have this box. We were able to see that there was a way to go over there before, but I just didn't look that way. And there was no way for us to reach there anyways. But just like with Princess Ruto, if we put this box down, we can go inside here. Whew. Got lots of jellyfish in here, might as well clear them out. We're gonna have to climb up, are these vines? Are they like arteries or something? Oh, gross. I mean, it's cool that we're inside a giant fish, but it's also gross. On this side, we got another golden Skulltula. Might as well go ahead and grab that. And this is the first time this has happened, but once you've gotten all the golden Skulltulas in a particular area, you'll see that there is a golden Skulltula mark that appears next to the name inside Jabu Jabu's belly on the map subscreen. And that's how you know you've gotten all the golden Skulltulas in a particular area. So if you really are going for 100% with the golden Skulltulas, that's one way to know. So let's just hit this with the dungeon item. Damn jellyfish. And with that, we can move on to the next room. And if you notice, there's a skull, which means we're already at the boss. No need to separate this episode into 2 episodes, because we're about to beat this boss and complete this dungeon. So we've seen a lot of jellyfish, and that is a big jellyfish. But we're dealing with something a little bit more grotesque. Ugh, this thing reminds me of something out of Silent Hill. Oh god. This is a bioelectric anemone. Baronade. Anemone is a very strange thing to call this thing. It shoots electricity. It doesn't even have a face or anything. It's like a giant infection that we have to fight. It's super gross. Oh, oops. The jellyfish that it has is providing it with its electricity, I think. Oh god. There we go. And with that, we've unhooked it from Lord Jabu Jabu. Now the fish are providing it with more energy. Oh, that's right, I'm doing this wrong. Now that the jellyfish are not on its soft spot, you can stun it with your boomerang, and then you can start eliminating these jellyfish. When the jellyfish have electricity on them, you cannot attack them. I don't know what makes these jellyfish particularly better than the other ones, that you can actually attack these ones with your sword, but whatever. Here it's kind of hard to get in there. You just want to keep throwing your boomerang, try to get in. You can see it's starting to spew out some green blood from its weird tendrils on the top. But once you get in, get stunned again, and kill these jellyfish a second time. Once all the jellyfish are gone, it starts to go haywire. It gets really mad at you. Just like before, you grab your sticks and you attack it. This thing has a lot more gumption though than the big Octo. Definitely more than King Dodongo as well, so it's gonna take a couple more hits than just the one or the two. Like before, we keep stunning it with our boomerang. Grab your stick and... oh. Definitely a lot more health. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. I think you might be able to attack it multiple times with your sword, but a jump slash with a stick has proven to be quite a powerful weapon. Just a classic Nintendo 3 hits is what we need in order to take this guy down, and boom. Ugh. Ugh, gross. But with that, we finally got rid of Lord Jabu Jabu's stomach infection. Nasty. But all of that hard work has paid off because now we got a heart container. Got 9 hearts. Doing pretty good. We got triple the amount we started with now. Cannot talk to her from here, but go inside.
You're late. What took you so long? You're useless. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little.
Oh man. Classic anime tsunderes. Pretending that she doesn't like us, but clearly, she does. Whoa! Hey, personal space, Ruto. Oh my goodness. Oh no. You're way too young. Are those eyeballs on the side of your heads? Or are those ear holes? Well, those can't be ear holes. Because you have ears. Oh, do you have 2 sets of eyes? Because you're like a hammerhead shark? Oh my goodness. Oh.
You looked cool. Cooler than I thought you would, anyway. Just a little. Well, anyway, you saved me. So I guess I'll reward you. What do you wish? Just tell me.
I want that spiritual stone.
You mean the spiritual stone of water? Zora's Sapphire, don't you? My mother gave it to me and said I should give it only to the man who will be my husband. You might call it the Zora's engagement ring.
Oh.
Alright, I'll give you my most precious possession, Zora's Sapphire.
Does that mean what I think it means? Things might be a little complicated here, though. I already rejected a proposal. I don't want to have to reject a second one. Oh, she's gone, though. I always thought that Zora's Sapphire kind of looked like there's people sticking out of it. Like, these 3 guys are just like, yay! I don't know. I know that's weird, but that's just what I see. You obtained the Zora Sapphire. This is the spiritual stone of water, passed down by the Zoras. Her most precious possession? You don't know what she's talking about, but you finally collected all 3 spiritual stones. Go back to see Princess Zelda.
Don't tell my father.
Ugh. Weird. Alright. I think we did quite a lot today. We went through an entire dungeon in one episode. So, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate every view that I get, and of course, I also appreciate every like that I get. If you are interested, please subscribe to my channel, and you will get the next episode when it pops up. Also, leave a comment. Tell me, what do you think about tsunderes in general? I'd love to know. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.